Hello there. In the UK, the Dominic Raab case is weighing on the Tories, where one crisis follows another. The Justice Minister and Deputy to Rishi Sunak as Prime Minister is under investigation for bullying. I talked about this channel about this before. And the allegations against Raab are numerous and come from various agencies in which the Tory politician has worked. Nevertheless, Raab, he does not appear guilty, just as little as certain that he will remain in office. Rishi Sunak's cabinet could lose a key figure shortly after its remodeling, though. Sunak Vice Dominic Raab does not seem to be really certain that he will also emerge from the investigation against himself because of bullying. In office, he did that, and he is not sure he can stay a member of the government. And at least if you interpret his avoidance of questions about his future as such. Asked by the Daily Telegraph if he was confident he would still be in office in the summer, the Justice Secretary could have answered just with a simple yes, as they usually do. But he didn't. Instead, Raab stated, "I am confident that I conducted myself professionally at all times, and I will participate in the investigation. And of course, I would not want to say anything that would harm the investigation." Well, that says a lot instead of a yes. It is a guarded response from the otherwise self-assured member of the government. Since the investigation into his case began at the request of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, things have been relatively quiet from Dominic Raab himself. Recently, there had been reports from outside that other officials had planned complaints but withdrew them out of fear. And despite numerous allegations, the Sunak Vice braces himself against allegations of bullying. Asked by the Telegraph to compare his behavior to that of other Conservative governments, including Thatcher, Raab simply explained, "I think it's difficult to compare different eras, but I think that the standard of professionalism, whether in business, in the voluntary sector, or in the public sector, should include high standards and no bullying, and those two things are quite compatible." Raab thus suggests that he has set high standards instead of bullying and making unrealistic demands. Many observers apparently see things differently. According to The Guardian, the complaints include a group indictment that alone represents 27 officers. And according to the newspaper, it states, among other things, "The combination of work pressure and unreasonable deadlines has had a severe impact on the mental and physical health of some colleagues, that they have visited their family doctor and some have subsequently been given time off from work for an expanded period of time." Raab has also been accused in the past of creating a culture of fear. The Dominic Raab case is also a debacle for Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. To this day, it's not clear what the head of government knew about informal allegations against his deputy when he brought him into his cabinet. I also made a video on that. It's just one of many contentious staffing decisions by a Prime Minister who promised to bring calm to government, but has done quite the opposite. Should Raab go, he would be the third minister in the Sunak administration to have been dismissed or resigned since it took office in October, so not that long ago. And we must not forget about other decisions in setting up that government. I'm just saying Suella Braverman resigned, and 1 week later Sunak brought her into his government. We all know why he did that. He did that because he's afraid of the extreme right-wing populists in his party, and that's how he wanted to soothe them. But this is not a stable government, and this is not a reliable government. And we will get a lot of content from them. I'm absolutely sure about this. But we will see how they will sneak out of this one again. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.